What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Zach. We got another episode of the FM24 Beta with Arsenal. As you can tell, my voice is non-existent. We're gonna just struggle through this episode. I went to the St. Louis City playoff game last night. So, 1, I'm very tired today. 2, my voice is gone. But I need to record this episode, and then we'll just see how it goes. I might end up scrapping this episode. Who knows? But anyway, let's get into it. Coming up to the game against Porto in the Champions League. If we take a look at our schedule, we've not been playing well in the league. Loss to Tottenham is semi-acceptable, I guess. I know we played that on camera and it was awful. It was a bad game. But then we played Fulham off camera, and that was a terrible game. We beat Middlesbrough and we lost to Chelsea. This one came down to a 91st minute goal from Enzo Fernandez. And looking at the schedule, we can see who we're playing in the Champions League. We got Porto, Man United, Club Brugge, Sarajevo, Atletico Madrid, and Sevilla. Sarajevo, where are you at? Bosnia and Herzegovina. So today's episode, we're going to play Porto and Leeds. We'll play Man City off camera. Next episode, let's play maybe Everton Atleti. I don't know, we'll see how these games go in the Champions League. Depending on where we're at in the table. We might come back earlier. We might also come back earlier for the Carabao Cup. We'll see how it goes. I don't have a plan. We're just going to play some games and see how it goes. But let's get into the tactical meeting for today. As you can see, Ramsdale, Odegaard are both injured. Saka needs a rest. Declan Rice is coming off of an injury. Ausnes is back from injury. And I made 1 or 2 signings on deadline day. I made 2 signings. First one is Renato Sanchez, formerly from PSG. Formerly from PSG. We paid $23 million for him. I just needed another defensive midfielder, and he was pretty high up on the scouting reports, and he seemed to be He was wanting to leave. I think he had the little box saying that he was wanting to leave. And we also signed Dyson Maeda. From Celtic for $26.5. Again, deadline day, I really needed another forward because we sent Eddie Nketiah out on loan to HSV on loan with an option to buy at the end of the season for $59 million. So I said, you know what? Cool with me, man. He wasn't going to get a whole lot of playing time. The few matches he did play, he didn't play very well. So decided, yep, let's go on loan and with an option to buy. So with all that out of the way, let's get to choosing the team to play against Porto. Ramsdale, definitely going to be coming off. Declan Rice, I'm not going to play. Let's play... He's good for 45. Let's play Nico there. Odegaard will play Smith Rowe instead. Saka will play Trossard. on the bench. Hilson is unregistered. Whoops. Let's play this Edwards kid. Akil Edwards. He's a new gen 1-star goalie. Hopefully we won't need his services today. Odegaard's also going to come off. Let's filter that back off. Let's put Serjan there. Let's bring Maida. Let's bring Renato Sanchez. Yeah, he's good. Reese Nelson. Nico Williams. And then Marquinhos. And Norton Cuffey. That should be fine. When's our next match? Man City in a few days. Yeah, we're running out of players. Alright, today's lineup. Jordan Pickford in goal. In front of him, Tomiyasu, Gabriel, Saliba, Zinchenko. Actually, but before we get into it, last season was I playing you? It's not gonna like that. I think I have these swapped around. Yeah, because when Zinco tucks in, Gabriel slides over Saliba in the middle. Okay, so that might be part of the issue. Probably not the entire issue. But anyway, Tomiyasu, Saliba, Gabriel Zinchenko, Nico and Trent Alexander-Arnold in the midfield. Ahead of them is going to be Trossard, Emile Smith-Rowe, Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus. Let's submit the team. Gabby Jesus in the armband. Squad numbers. Akil Edwards, you're going to get something in the 50s. Going to be 52. Renato Sanchez wants the 85 for some reason. Yeah, I'll give you the 85. Submit those numbers. Let's get to the match. And let's get into it. Dressing room. This is a match we should be winning. Sure, I'm cool with that. Alright, we are at home. Arsenal, Porto. Come on, you Gunners. So yeah, apologies for the whole voice situation. Like I said, went to the St. Louis City match. We got absolutely killed by Sporting Kansas City 4-1 in the first round of the playoffs. And I was yelling the entire match. So also my energy is at 10% today. I'm very tired. But the grind doesn't stop. We got to get these videos out. And yeah, we're having fun. We're having fun making these videos. Ooh, that was a good effort from Trossard. Goes out for a corner. Short corner is going to be played from Trent to Trossard. Gets it to Smith-Rowe. Back to Trent. It is cleared, but only to Tomiyasu. That's the end of that highlight. But very quickly back into another one. Zinchenko with the throw. Gets the ball back from Martinelli. Gives it to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who takes the shot, fires it off of Gabriel Jesus. It's in the back of the net. But the referee is going to VAR. We are just going to double check to make sure Gabby was not offside. Zinchenko gives it to Trent. Yep, it looks like he was onside. Goal has been given. Arsenal 1, Porto 0. Less than 5 minutes into the game. Tomiyasu up to Trossard. Smith-Rowe in the box. Gives it to Gabriel Jesus, who scores his second goal of the season. Second of the day. He has not had a fantastic start to the season. I think the first couple of games he didn't play. And then the 2 or 3 games he was fit for, he didn't really contribute anything at all. But he's finding the back of the net here today in the Champions League in front of the home crowd. Hopefully that'll give him a little bit of confidence going into the rest of the season, because we need the confidence. We are not looking good right now in the league. So far we're playing well today. Zinchenko with the ball. Oof. Forces a save out of Costa. We do have another corner, 28th minute. 2 hands raised from Zinchenko. And Swinger tries to find Gabriel. Couldn't quite pull it off. Zinchenko heads the ball back into the box. Straight to, was that Diogo Costa? Smith Rowe to Nico. Trent up to Jesus. Couldn't quite get on the end of it. Costa boots it long. Zinchenko wins the header. Trent intercepts. Good first touch. Finds Smith Rowe. Up to Gabriel Jesus. Oh. That was a good chance there. Trying to go for the first half hat trick. But Trent Alexander-Arnold with the corner. Going to the far post. Trying to pick out Gabriel. But it is cleared in the end. Martinez with the ball. Gabriel takes it off of him. Martinelli. Up to Smith Rowe, who does well. Gabriel Jesus with it now. In the box. Fires it. Over the bar. It was tipped. Just over the bar. We have another corner. Plenty of pressure so far. We're looking very good. This is what we want out of the squad. All of the highlights so far have been in our favor. As Smith Rowe gives it to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Zinchenko's wide open out there. Wide open. That was a weird camera thing. Gabriel wins that header. Trent to Nico. Out to Tomiyasu. Zaidu. Tomiyasu takes it off of him. Smith Rowe fires it into the back of the net. Emil Smith Rowe. First goal of the season. Well done, son. Tomiyasu gives up the ball, but then wins it back immediately. Gives it to Smith Rowe. Fires it first time. Near post. Costa was too late diving. Hits the back of the net. We are up 3-0 in the first game of our Champions League campaign. And Darwin Nunez is putting in a shift against Sevilla. 4 goals in 20 minutes. Trent Alexander-Arnold at the death of the first half. Gabriel Saliba. Nico out to Tomiyasu. Goes for the shot. Not a good effort in the end. And that is halftime. Happy with the number of shots. Keep it up. Saliba. Tomiyasu. End of highlight. Good save from Pickford. Over the bar. Out for a Porto corner. It's kind of the first real highlight we've seen from Porto. Gallagher. Tomiyasu wins that, though. Is on the counter-attack. Trossard's holding up his run. Couldn't give it up. And Porto are mounting their own counterattack here. Martinez with it up to Maydew. Fires it just wide of the post. Very good effort there from Porto. We have a free kick. And deep in our own half, Gabriel over to Saliba. Nico back to Gabriel. Bad pass from Zinchenko. Gives the ball up to Porto. Victor with it now. Saliba wins that. Smith Rowe with a... Oh, very good idea. Very good idea. Let's pressure him. Mady. Ivan Jaime with the shot over the bar. Pickford wasn't interested in it at all. Coming up to the 60th minute, we're going to make a couple changes. Let's take off Alexander Zinchenko for Urian Timber and Emil Smith Rowe for... Sanchez can play that. Let's bring on... That's really our only option. Let's bring on Renato Sanchez, shall we? Yeah, let's go with that. Confirm the subs. Cross in the box. Headed out for a corner. And we don't get to see the corner. Saliba with the interception, gives it to Pickford. Gives it to Gabriel to start our attack. Urian Timber up to Martinelli. Trent, Renato Sanchez over to Timber. He's got himself in the box here, looking for the cross. Cuts back. Trent with the shot. Scores his first of the season. 67th minute. Trent Alexander scores Arsenal's 4th goal of the day. And this has been an absolute pounding from us today. Good cross. Well done, boys. Ivan Jaime with the corner, outswinger this time. Far post, Pickford grabs it. Hoofs it long. David Carmo with a great first touch. Barella out to Victor. Up to Conceição. I don't know what the Portuguese see with the little thingy at the bottom. I barely passed Spanish 2 in high school, and that was 10 years ago. So like foreign languages, I don't understand. I know how to speak English, and that did barely. Gabriel Martinelli, we're going to take off for Reece Nelson. Let's take off Nico for Arsenis. And let's save the last sub for the 90th minute. Ivan Jaime. Gallagher. Barella. Takes a shot out for a corner. Yep. Porto corner here. About 10 minutes left to play. Ivan Jaime with the outswinger. Far post. Zaidu. Looking for the cross. Is ushered out of the box. And Reece Nelson wins the ball there. Nicely done. Tries to hold on to it. He does. End of highlight. Timber up to Reece Nelson, who is closed down pretty quickly. Tino Martinez Is it Timo or is it Tino? I feel like Tino Martinez is a baseball, or was a baseball player. Rodrigo Bencao, Bacao, Tony Martinez. Oh, it's not Tino. I'm so out of it today, lads. Let's take Tamiyasu off. Let's bring on Brooke Norton-Cuffy. Give him a few minutes in the Champions League. And by a few, I mean one. Far post. Pickford grabs it. He's going to look to waste as much time as possible here. Boots it long. Trent up to Gabriel Jesus. Urian Timber over the top. Finds Reece Nelson. It's out for a throw. And that should do it. That's it. Full time. Arsenal 4. Porto 0. Nice work, everyone. That was good. Continue. Continue. Let's come back for the game against Leeds in the Carabao Cup 3rd round. See you in just a second. We are back. It is time for the Carabao Cup match against Leeds. Before we get into that, I want to show off something I bought at the City game. As you can see behind me, I got a whole collection of scarves. And there's actually like a row of scarves. Camera, please. Hello? Thank you. Please. What are we doing? Hello? Thank you. Jesus. There's actually a row above this row of scarves that's full of scarves as well. So I collect scarves. That's much cheaper than kits, which I also collect some kits. Anyway, I bought a playoff scarf that has like the city logo there. And then on the other side, it says "Paint the City Red." So yeah, that's going up on the shelf at some point. Don't really know where it's at. It'll probably go with these right here. But anyway, let's get into the game against Leeds. I actually have a Leeds scarf right there. Anyway. Next match only. Jordan Pickford and Emile Smith-Rowe there for now. We'll deal with that in a second. Hilson in for Ramsdale. Sanchez in for Odegaard. Renato Sanchez scored in the match against City. We actually won 2-0 against City. So that was good. That was a league match. When's our next match? Brighton in a few days. So let's rotate a little bit. Let's play Urian Timber instead of Zinchenko. No, let's play Tierney there. Tierney there. Timber here. And then let's play Arsenis here. I have been playing him as a ball-winning midfielder. He's only get 6.7, so let's switch it around and put him in a deep line playmaker. And let's play Trossard there. Maybe start Maida instead of Jesus. And then we can see where that gets us. We have enough quality on the bench that we can start making changes if they need to be made. So let's go with this lineup. Pickford, Tamiyasu, Timber, Gabriel Tierney, Declan Rice, Frederick Arsenis, Saka, Smith Rowe, Trossard, Maeda. Yeah, let's go with that. Submit the team. Yeah, that's all fine. Let's go to the match. That's all fine. Yep, we're doing well. We're on a good run. Let's continue. Alright. Carabao Cup, third round. Arsenal leads. We are in red. Leeds are in white. Saka gives the ball to Declan Rice, who has Tomiyasu on the overlap, gives it to him, but is tackled out for an Arsenal throw. Handful of matches going on today. That's probably going to be a blowout. That will probably be a blowout as well. Newcastle 3-0 up against Stockport already. 20 minutes in. Arsenis with the corner here. Plays it to the near post. Falls to Gabriel, who takes the shot. And it's out for a Leeds goal kick. Almiron is at Aston Villa now? Wow. He's on loan. Interesting. Who did Newcastle get? Squad. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. God, almost, 10 minutes until halftime, and we haven't had very many highlights at all. Oh! Shot is off of the post. Ampadu up to Mark Roca. Kieran Tierney intercepts, gives it to Arsenis, who gives it to Gabriel. Back to Arsenis. Up to Saka. That's a poor pass. And Leeds are on the counter here, but Tomiyasu does well to stop it in its tracks. Nicely done. Harrison with the ball now. Dyson wins the ball. Out to Tomiyasu. Saka. Tierney. Oh. Good chance. Very good chance. And that is halftime. Not much going on. We've had 6 shots, 1 on target. Yeah, we got to do better. Can we make here? Let's take off Declan Rice. Let's bring on Trent Alexander-Arnold. Let's also bring on Renato Sanchez for Emile Smith Rowe. And then we'll take off Bukayo Saka pretty quickly as well. Let's go to an attacking mentality. And let's offer some encouragement. Tierney with the ball. Dummy to Tomiyasu, who fires it into the back of the net. Come on, boys. Takahiro Tomiyasu, 30 seconds into the second half, scores for us. Arsenal 1, Leeds 0. Saka up to Tierney. Tries to give it back to Saka, who lays it off to Tomiyasu. Fires it. Finds the back of the net. Well done, boys. And that encouragement did nothing. Oof. Sinistera was caught in between a couple minds there. Couldn't figure out if he needed to cross it, pass it, or shoot it. Ends up shooting it, but comes off a defender out for a Leeds corner. Tomiyasu clears it. Only to Mark Roca. Finds Lorente out to Nyonto. And we end the highlight there. Coming up to the 60th minute after this highlight, we'll take off Bukayo Saka. He's had a good game. He's on 7.0, but he is quite tired. Gabriel with it. Arsenis. Timber. Up to Tomiyasu. Brings it back to Timber. Tierney's pass is intercepted. Leads on the counterattack. Harrison goes wide, fires it off the post. Let's go ahead and make that change here. Bukayo Saka is going to come off. We'll bring on... let's bring on Gabriel Martinelli. Swap them two around. Confirm those changes and move on. Trent with the free kick. Tierney wins the header. Hits the top of the bar. Leeds goal kick. Wober up to Mark Roca. Sinistera. His first touch doesn't do him any favors. We're just trading turnovers right now. Martinelli. Oof. Was probably offside. Yep, there's the flag. Leeds ball. Aston Villa doing really well against Blackburn. Man City up 4-1 against Blackpool. Newcastle 4-1 to Stockport. 77th minute here. We have a corner. We play it short. Trent Alexander-Arnold is forced all the way back to Kieran Tierney. Stands on the ball. Doesn't really know what to do with it. Timber helps out. Sends it wide to Tomiyasu. Looks to find Renato Sanchez, but Leeds intercept, but give it back up immediately. Tomiyasu with the ball again. Hits the cross. Looking for Martinelli. Wins the header. Gabriel Martinelli scores his 4th goal of the season. Arsenal 2, Leeds 0. 77 minutes gone. Trent with a great pass to Tomiyasu, who has all of the room. Good cross. Martinelli has no business winning that header, but does anyway. Let's make another change here. About 10 minutes to play. Let's bring off Arsenis for Nico. I'll be honest, haven't been incredibly impressed by Arsenis yet. We're gonna need him to do a little bit better if he wants to start competing for playing time. Now that we have Renato Sanchez hanging around, there's quite a lot of competition at that defensive midfield role. Tomiyasu intercepts, gives it to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who finds Trossard. We're on a counter here. Leeds have numbers back. Martinelli wins another header, almost scores again. Darlow saves it. Mark Roca with the free kick. Plays it backwards to Llorente. That was a terrible set piece. Trossard. Trent. Gets past his man. Gives it to Nico, who fires it. Keeper saves. Renato Sanchez with the ball. Finds Gabriel Martinelli. Tierney. Nico with the long range effort. Corner kick. We're going to play it short. Kieran Tierney to, who was that? Trossard. Crosses it in. Darlow punches. Leeds are able to clear their lines, but Yuri and Timber is looking to restart this attack. Nico trying to get past his man. Checks up. Gives it to Tierney. Trent Alexander-Arnold's shot. Ricochets off a defender. Possible handball, but I guess we're not going to VAR. Tomiyasu up to Trossard, who's tackled in the box. That's the end of that highlight. That was a good chance there. Mark Roca to Velasco. Tomiyasu's having a pretty decent game. Brendan Aronson scores his first goal of the season right after I complimented Tomiyasu. It was a good initial stop right there and just couldn't get the ball back. Brendan Aronson turns his man and scores. Who was that? Urian Timber. Tight offside. Who's playing him on? Is that Gabrielle? Yep. Alright, well, we got a couple minutes here. 7 minutes of added time. Jesus Christ. Let's take off Tomiyasu for Ben White. And let's open this up. Slow it down. Waste all the time. Transition. Slow it down. Out of possession. Transition. Let's regroup. Confirm those changes. Hopefully that can see us out. 7 minutes went by pretty quickly. Martinelli to Nico. Over the top, back to Martinelli. Looking to get Trossard involved, but falls to Ben White. Can't get past his man. Velasco does well. Clears his lines. That should be full time here. Ben White's going to waste all the time. Talking to the fans there. Arsenal 2, Leeds 1. And immediately we get further into this competition than last year. Nice work, everyone. That was good. Well done. Let's skip ahead. Let's get to the 4th round draw. Come on. Playing time, change, nope. Champions League, that's fine. Let's get past all of this. Yeah, 4th round draw. It's coming up tomorrow. View the draw. Let's do the automatic draw. First team out of the hat. Bristol City. It's going to be playing Crystal Palace. Nottingham Forest against Brighton and Hove Albion. Bolton Wanderers are going to be playing Bournemouth. Newcastle and Aston Villa. Preston North End against Brentford. Manchester City, Leicester City. Liverpool against Manchester United. And Plymouth will be the host against Arsenal. And we should be winning that one. We're not even going to come back for that. We're not going to show that one on screen. So let's come back. Let's get through a handful of these matches. I think we get all the way through October. I'm assuming the 5th round or the quarterfinal, whatever it is going to be in between Brentford and Everton. So let's plan to come back for that game and Atletico Madrid for the next episode. Let's take a look at the league table. We're sitting 9th right now. Manchester City are also struggling. Newcastle struggling this year. I don't know what's happening, but Fulham, Aston Villa are in the top 4. Brighton and Everton in European spots as well. Burnley's hanging out with us, so I don't know what's happening, but that I think is where we are going to end it today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, sorry about the whole crappy voice situation. Hopefully tomorrow's episode will be better. And until next time, we'll see you later.